Hi Hugs, it's Candace and you are at Candy Cane Creates. Welcome, welcome. Boy, do I have a different kind of video for you today. I have a kind of health update. I said to you guys that I would be letting you know about what's going on with my health. And I'm trying to figure out a way to do that without being TMI. And also give you something to look at. So let's start there. This is all the stuff that I harvested out of magazines on my 10-11 hour trip to Nashville last month. And the TMI will just say once we get to that point that you know who Auntie F is, Aunt Flo. Auntie F, I don't know what, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my menstrual cycle. So that's what I'll be referring to later on in the video when we get to that point. But I guess well, let's just say when I was in the car, I couldn't really fussy cut. The windows kept going up and down, the air's on and off, getting out, you know, magazines are slick, they're flying everywhere. So I kind of just tried to rip and pull out things I liked. I started fussy cutting and then it was a mess. So my husband was thoroughly entertained by my magazine ripping, but I got some great stuff. So I'm not gonna fussy. I don't fussy cut my magazine images because I don't know if I'm going to use them ever, so I don't want to waste all that time. I kind of just get to the point, and then once I want it, then I can get to it with the fussy cutting. So I'm just going to go through here. I'm not going to explain anything. I'm just going to kind of mess with them. I'm going to play and let you know about what's going on with my health, okay? So let's get started. So in October of 2023, I had what I thought was a pulled muscle in my leg, and it was not. It was a blood clot in my right leg, and I ended up going to the hospital thinking it was a blood clot. Was not, and immediately they threw me back in the back and did some tests and found out that I had a blood clot in my femoral artery, and it had broken off and it had expanded. No, I'm sorry, it had, let me get a bag before I start throwing garbage on the floor. It had broken off a piece and traveled to my pulmonary artery in my lung, which I don't know if you all know about that, but that is fatal in a lot of people, but not me, thank goodness. I was in the hospital for 5 days, and I was on complete bed rest. Let's see. And I could not walk. I could not walk for a long time. I had to walk normally. I could not put any pressure on my leg whatsoever. It was cashed, gone, like toast. And so I was only off work for a while. I don't know, like I already had a vacation plan because I was supposed to go to Nashville, Indiana with my mom. That did not happen, obviously, so I took that week off and laid around. You know, my husband helped so much, my kids helped so much. Anyway, we got all the doctor's appointments out of the way for that. The blood clot is not gone. It has tremendously shrunk, and it is not actively clotting is what they say. Okay, so I'm pretty much in the clear now. I probably will have to have compression socks for the rest of my life, as well as blood thinners the rest of my life. My leg did heal. I obviously am not on crutches anymore. I'm not on the walker anymore, and I'm doing okay. My leg, as long as I wear my socks, is not horrible, but it's not great either. I do get a lot of pain, swelling. It kind of feels like heavy, and that is due to the fact that the valves are permanently damaged. Now you have valves in the base of your leg to pull the blood back up, because just your heart is not strong enough to get it back up because of gravity. So without those valves, it struggles, and that's where we're at now. The valves are permanently damaged. Any kind of excessive standing, walking, moving around, my leg gets very heavy and painful, swollen really bad. So that knocked the wind right out of my cells really bad, because it really took a mental toll on me. I waited a long time for this part of my life. I'm gonna be 49 this year, but my youngest has just turned 19. And there's a 10-year gap difference between my oldest and my youngest, so it was a long road of raising babies. And I look forward to this part of my life for so stinking long. I'm sorry, let me get a spider, because it's distracting me. Done. Gotta love being in the basement. So that took a toll on me mentally, and that's where the start of the downfall came. I really went into a mental dark hole. I'm not calling it depression. I wasn't depressed. I wasn't in bed every day with the sheets up to my, the blankets up to my face. I went to work. I did what I could. I stopped getting my nails done. I stopped going out. I stopped doing a lot of stuff because my brain just was checked out. That's what I'm calling it. I'm not calling it depression. I'm calling it checked out. And then we had to get to the base of the problem, what caused it, which was the birth control. I was on birth control way too long. I mean, it's criminal actually how long I was on there without being told that I wasn't supposed to be on it that long. I was on it probably 10 years, and 6 of that was way too long. So that amount of estrogen and hormones is what caused the clot in the first place. So that day that it happened, I was no longer taking birth control. As of that day, I could never have it again. I can never have anything with any kind of hormones in it, which is horrible because I needed it. And I was really stuck. I said, well, they'll just take out I'll just get a hysterectomy. I'll be fine. So I go to the doctor and I said, what are my options here? And she said, you can have a IUD, which is non-hormonal, or you can have a hysterectomy. But neither of those are what we're going to do here. So what do you mean? She said, it's against our religion. We're a religious hospital. That's birth control. We're not doing it here. I said, whoa, back up, sister. Literally. Sister, back up. I can't have a non-chemical IUD because it's against your religion. I can't have a hysterectomy because according to you, that's against your religion, but I can have a chemical birth control given by your hospital for 10 years. It almost killed me. It changes the whole quality of my life. But that you can do. That you can do. Getting the money from 10 years of me being on birth control versus a one-time thing, that's okay. So make that make sense, right? So I was done. Beyond upset. I already have issues with that. As soon as I stopped my birth control, I had my Aunt Flo for 3 months. So I had it for 3 months. That took a humongous toll on me mentally. And then I had nothing for another 3 months. So I'm under the assumption, since I already knew I was starting menopause, it must have just kicked in when we got off the birth control, right? Awesome. Problem solved. Took care of itself. And 3 months passed, and bam. Right back to where I was. Really, really, really intense, horrible visits that didn't stop. They just continued on and on and on and on. From Aunt Flo. So I went back to I had to go find a whole new, oh my gosh, my kid's home. I had to find a whole new set of doctors, a whole new, what's it called, umbrella, I guess, because I was under Franciscan, and I had to find all new doctors out of there. So the first place I went was, she's a gynecologist, and I told her what was going on. I said, I need help. I'm in menopause, and I'm getting horrible, non-stop visits from Aunt Flo. What are we going to do here? Because I can't do this. And she said, okay, well, first off, we have to find out why you're in this constant flux, this constant tug of war. We have to find out why your body is in menopause and trying to have this visit from Aunt Flo. So she ordered a biopsy, an internal ultrasound. And that's where we're at. I had I tried to have the biopsy. I went to her office to have the biopsy. And she found something that she didn't like, so she didn't even do the biopsy. She said, no, we got to do the biopsy in the OR, which I need clearance for now. So now I got to go back to the doctor. Now I have to go back to my primary, and I have to go back to my hematologist. Oh, that's so pretty. That's kale. I have to go back to my hematologist to get clearance to have the biopsy. But I did get the internal ultrasound, which revealed something even worse. There's no cancer. It just revealed that I have a really bad thickening of the uterine wall. I didn't write down what the name of that was. So right now that's where we're at. I have 3 appointments coming up. The biopsy, the 2 other doctor's appointments. But I'm trying to find out from her, which I'm going to try again tonight, why do I need a biopsy if we already found out that what I have with my uterus is cancer causing and needs to come out? Why don't we just take it out? Skip the biopsy, right? So that's where we are now. So that was a lot. A lot to go through, and it shut me down. And but the prognoses aren't horrible. Like, right, you know, the leg, that's pretty. The leg is on hold for right now until we can get the hysterectomy, or get that all situated. Then we'll go back to the leg. I'm guessing, since I'm getting new doctors, that there are the chances of me getting my valves replaced in my legs are a lot higher. I'm hoping, because they pretty much told me in my last appointment at the hematologist that, oh, just wear the socks and take the blood thinners the rest of your life, you'll be fine. Well, no, that's not fine. If they can replace a valve in a heart, why can't they replace valves in your leg, right? Okay, so now you know. Now you know why I have been losing my stuff. I am excited though to get it fixed. I'm excited to be with new doctors and new hope, you know. Now, I did not want to have what in the world is that? Oh, it's the Pepperidge Farm barn. I am not excited that there's something wrong with my uterus, but I am excited that now there's a reason for them to take it out. They can't deny it now. Get it out. I just want to start my life. I want to say, hey, this is what's wrong, and this is how we're going to fix it, now move on. I don't want to have this constant flux where I feel like I'm losing my mind because I know what's wrong, I know what I need, I know what my body's telling me, but no one else is listening kind of thing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that she gets back to me and she says that we can just take it out and then we can move on to the leg. Because that's the goal here, is to get the leg fixed, because not being able to walk the zoo with my grandkids, it just tears me up inside to think about. Or to walk, what in the world? Oh, for a list of ingredients, just look in the jar. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. I have lots of plans. I've never spent much of my life traveling. I was never financially able to travel until now. So I'm excited. I'm excited to travel. I'm excited to do things with my grandbabies and my, you know, my adult kids, which is I'm really excited about. Devin is 28. Miranda is 27, and Sarah Lee is just turned 19. So I'm excited for that. And I don't want this leg to hinder that. So I just want to let you guys know a little bit about what's going on with me. And a little update as far as the craft room. We have... I have no idea why I did that. Maybe I want those in my bathroom. That's funny. Okay, updates that's not health related. During all this, we're also remodeling our bathroom from the studs down. Here's the kicker, guys. We only have one. We only have one in my house, and we took it all the way down to the studs. So that was so many moving parts to get everybody where to the place they need to shower, to go to the bathroom. You know, it wasn't down to the studs the whole time. It was staggered. So it's like, oh, the toilet's coming out today. So we all had to make arrangements. And then the tub got back, and then they started on the shower. They took the shower out. And then it's still out. The tile guy finished Saturday. So all the tiles in the shower and around the tub and on the floor. But we're just waiting for the plumber. That's so cute. To come back. He had it roughed in, so now he's got to come back and put the fixtures back in. And we need to shop for a shower door. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Now back to the craft room. A lot of what happened with the craft room was mental, is, you know, going through all that, but also I overwhelmed myself with this ideas of grandeur, you know, that I'm going to take you guys with and do every single little, touch every little thing and bring it over and go through it and destash, and that's just not realistic. What the heck is that? I can't even tell. So, oh, it's a butterfly. Oh my gosh, I couldn't tell what it was. That's not realistic. I will never get anything. I'll never get it done if I do that. So I'm just going to pick and choose, and I'm going to just, you know what, I'm just going to, on the days that I can get down here and get to work, I'm just going to pick a spot and start getting it over here and organizing and going through it. And if it's something interesting, I will record it, and if not, I'm just going to do it because it needs to just get done. I am missing crafting like crazy. I want to make a journal. I was holding off for my next journal to be my circus journal. I've shopped for it. I got all kinds of TMI stuff coming up to haul for you guys for it. But all this fall getting shoved down our throats in August has made me want to maybe do Halloween. So I don't know. I guess it all depends on when I get my craft room done. Oh, that's a 70s living room. But yes, I did. I have a haul coming up from Temu with a bunch of fun circus stuff. I have bought stuff from Temu before, but not. I held off on the craft stuff. What in the world did I do a loaf of bread for? I was holding off because I didn't want to have stuff to put in my craft room. We're throwing that away. I don't know what that is. Put away more stuff until the craft room was done. But I couldn't help myself. All these hauls that I've seen. And I think, I don't have it, I can't reach it from here, but Pam did a haul where she hauled some beads that I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have those. And down the rabbit hole we went. So I'll be looking for those. I'm yapping your head off, so I think I'm just gonna stop here and continue doing this off camera. And I'm gonna tell you guys thank you for hanging out with me and sticking with me the whole time I was gone. I appreciate it very, 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 very much. And for anyone that's new, I hope you will go back and look at some of my other videos and see if hanging out with me is something you would like to do again. I would really appreciate it. I would love if you would subscribe and maybe like a few videos if you find them useful and inspiring. And for everyone else that's returning, I wish you the best, and thank you very much, and hugs, hugs, hugs. Bye.